do something really
Bam.
Yeah.
That's why we want to give you a
did.
wish.
You
Oh,
did
wait,
one of
we're
the
live?
sweetest wish spells
Yeah, we
ever.
are.
What? Hi.
Hi,
Hey.
we're talking about wish.
Hey,
In fact,
what's up,
I
fam?
wished to be here, and look, here we are.
Look at that.
Abracadabra.
It's not fair.
Hocus. Focus.
Butts.
There we go. There we go. I was like, we can't start until Robo says butts.
Oh.
Because simply, I say butts if Robo isn't here as my own personal Robo tribute, like on Wednesdays, for example. So there you go.
Awesome. Awesome. And I'm a big fan of butts, so I'm here for
Yes,
it.
you are.
And you cannot lie.
I cannot.
You and the brothers can't deny.
No, cannot. But what I can do is possibly start this episode of
Possibly.
Arkenholdt University. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Amphitheater, please. All right. So I'm Maddie, aka So Many Games. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm a guy who usually runs a lot of Dragonlance. But every other Thursday, I get to do this with this amazing group of people, and we have a lot of chaos, and it's fantastic. I'm here for it. So, speaking of chaos, let's meet the crew. And let's start. Eeny, meeny, miny, chaos. April, go ahead and introduce yourself and your character, please.
It was always going to be April, wasn't it?
No.
Hi. Hello. My computer. I couldn't find my character sheet, and I don't know why I needed that to know who I was. I know who I am. I'm April. You can find me as April Raygun. I'm playing as Zola, the Kujanari, the platypus barbarian.
The platyperson. Woo.
Yay!
Love it. Thank you, April. Jorge.
It's me. I couldn't click the unmute thing. It's me, RoboGoblin. You can find me at TTRP Gifts everywhere, and I've never actually cast a 9th level spell before. Oh, any all pronouns, and I'll be playing Hugo. That's me.
Well, we'll need to fix that.
Yeah, you need to find out what 9th level spell Hugo would cast.
That's 9th level Son of Truth, probably.
That would be amazing.
I've got an idea. Okay. Thankfully, we're at a magic university, so things can happen. Thank you, Jorge. Jake.
Hey everyone, my name is Jacob Plick, Duval King Jacob, wherever one can be found on the internets. I am the co-founder of this lovely channel. Sorry we are late. It is 100% my fault. I'm in Philadelphia and I got lost, and I've literally been at this hotel for 3 days. C'est la vie. But it's okay because we're here now, and thank you for being here. Also, I am the DM of Duval Dragons, where if Maddie kills me tonight, I will 100% take revenge on him Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time on his channel. So, will he even have a channel on Sunday? Is this a threat or a promise?
Wow.
Perhaps, but doesn't matter.
Wow.
Anyway, wow.
Wow.
And as
Shots
per usual,
fired.
Shots fired. I am playing Mora Hodriant. We both use he/him pronouns. He is a blade singer wizard. He's a furbolg. Actually, right now he's a very beautiful purple lavender giant eagle right now. Very double giant, extra giant. I don't know how to refer to it. Anyway, that's me.
Thank you, Jake. Jess.
Oh, hi, guys, gals, non-binary, pals, and buttholes. It's me. I'm Jess. I'm freckle sketches everywhere. I use she, they pronouns. And tonight I am Wesley Rivera, our tabaxi artificer, alchemist, one half of Team Science Bros.
Team Science Bros.
And holder of the brain cell.
Thank God, somebody's got to.
Yes. Indeed. You got Science Bros and, of course, the final piece of the Tower of Chaos, Lauren.
I'm wondering now what piece of the tower I am, and I'm a little concerned. Hi, I'm Lauren Urban. I'm the content manager over at Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You can find me on the socials as Obo Lauren. But tonight, I'm playing Zilphine, the Harengon sorcerer, who is just happy when she's not freaking out. But she's happy right now.
Indeed. And the Tower of Chaos is Azola, Hugo, and Zilphine. Tut, tut, tut.
It's the Jenga tower.
Yeah, the
Indeed.
Jenga Tower of Chaos.
We're a triforce of chaos.
Oh my God, that's
I mean, that's
so
true.
much
We
better.
are that.
That's it.
Oh
We
my
win.
God.
Roll credits.
That's
I
what
mean-
needed. That's what I needed. Oh, the merch is going to make itself. Oh my God. Okay.
Jorge was having so much fun talking about this video game. I'm like, well, you know.
It's true.
Yeah. Oh,
It's a
inspiration
good fucking
comes
video.
in so many interesting places. Speaking of, I'm inspired by this group here and what they did just a few weeks ago. What was that? Well, so they decided to go off script and follow one of their guides to a meeting where they were leaving on some adventure or something, some thing, going through a portal, and well, before that portal closed, our Harengon sorcerer threw a arcane eye in there, and boom, got to see what was happening. And
But did I, though?
well, you did, because nothing was really happening. It was all lies. Of course. Because, abracadabra magic stuff. But, anyway. So, before they really got to the bottom of all that, there was chaos. In the form of the Tower of Chaos, the aforementioned Tower of Chaos, holding one of said pieces into the portal head first, so they could see for themselves what is going on. And Hugo saw nothing. It was all a lie. It was all a lie. So, after all this is kind of resolved and ends essentially, they kind of find themselves standing near another doorway that appears to be another portal, because it goes from somewhere in the basement right outside the school, the College of Intuition, Vistoria. And we got to see the school in its glory, and our group, our Lemonade Club, headed in to, go to class? No. They got to go meet the dean of said school. A very charming, swarthy paladin. And he was just... He was just so nice. So kind and informative. As the truth bombs really dropped. And, well, this group, the Beholders, as they keep, the name keeps coming up and whatnot, is actually how did that, oh, that's great, okay. Who is, okay. Now it says butts across my map. That's cool. I love it.
It's the little things,
It's the little things indeed.
Well, the big butts.
And boy, I really wish I could. Let me see. Can I do that? Maybe? No, I can't. Oh, there we go. I can't do that because...
You're GM. You can delete things. Banish the butts.
Oh, it's gone. Damn.
That sounds like a challenge. Sorry.
I forgot I did that. I'm sorry.
For folks, and then it disappeared, so everyone thinks I'm lying. That's okay.
You saw nothing.
It's fine.
Oh, well.
Hey, listen, the world is a lie. We figured that out, and this was a triumph.
Yeah.
These are not the butts you are looking for.
Right. But they did learn about the school's purpose, being a seal, holding back oblivion and whatnot. And their group was essentially to become the new protectors of that seal. And that job that they've been kind of training for, unbeknownst to them, is kind of accelerating as the previous group, well, they might not be around anymore. Oh, whoops. I gotta stop fidgeting with shit. Okay. I'm breaking stuff. Cool. So there's a lot learned. A lot of stuff to kind of ponder and really let sink in. But what they did want to do is they wanted to go see if they could find the team, because only one of them returned. One Lance Brass, and so they're determined. So let's get our team ready. And what does our team need to get ready? They're going to need some firepower. They're going to need some oomph. They're going to need magic items. And they're going to make them at the College of Collaboration in a little class called Hocus Focus. But first, we ended last session with Moro polymorphing into a giant eagle and the rest of the Lemonade Club getting on said eagle's back and Moro taking them on a sky tour, star tour, world tour.
Sure.
So, Moro, what I did do is I furnished you with a map of the continent, and essentially, the world is your oyster.
Oh no, we hit disc 3 of the JRPG where we got access to the world map and I'm an airship.
I don't get that reference.
I know.
You are the airship.
That reminds me, I have Final Fantasy IX stuff to talk to you about later, but that's a
do!
later thing. That is a later thing.
Yep, it's true, but it's true.
But I also now suddenly feel like we need to go to a casino in a sky.
Oh, can we go to Teddy?
Well, there is aren't far from Fantasy Las Vegas, so there is that.
That's
That
Oh my god,
is
it's
my
actually
favorite.
called
we could break
Fantasy
another
Las
campaign.
Vegas.
Anyway,
It's actually called Fantasy Las Vegas on the map.
this
I
is
love
true.
it.
Anyway,
Also, I want to go to Teddy.
Where's Teddy? Oh, there it is.
Oh, it's Tedry. I'm sorry. I totally read
under
that as
Kepi.
Teddy.
well
I
now
think
we're
we
not.
should go to
interested.
Kepi and Trentry. They sound amazing.
I
Teddy.
wanted to go to the land of teddy bears.
I think so Moro like of course takes flight with team in tow, and then grows triple in size and then faster. And I think initially his plan was to just like do a couple laps of the school, but I think we gotta do some laps of the continent if we can.
Okay. What do you want to see?
So, where's where Moro's from?
Over on the so let me bring this up back up for the folks at home as well. And so that is going to be on the far left, bottom left. You see the Fidrel Forest, and that is
Dan Forest. Oh, on the left. Okay, left.
yeah, far left.
Okay.
Yep.
And
no.
I think that because he sort of went up in the sky, and I think he would go or try to start to go north, and then sort of, depending on what happens, pan around to the Dwarven Kingdom around the Blue Forge, and then make sort of a loop back around wide, hitting somewhere near, not necessarily like on it, but like somewhere near his OG place of residence, and before heading back to the university.
Okay. All right.
And then like based off of what we experienced, if there's any objections or like piece of candies that people see, he would totally listen. And so he would say, I think that no, hold on, we're enlarged, right? I think
Thank you.
that we're just going to go up and make a bank towards the west eventually. But if there's any place that you want to take a closer look at, you just let me know.
I think that's
Jake,
absolutely a fantastic idea.
You get inspiration.
Hey, quick question as Zilphine looks around. If our giant eagle friend was to suddenly just be a giant eagle, would we all still fit?
Oh no.
What?
I mean,
What?
So, uh, Morrow is currently enlarged, which
Mhm.
is how he's big, big, big.
Yes.
If he wasn't enlarged anymore, would there be problems with those of us riding?
I mean,
No.
Okay,
Not
good,
with
because
the harnesses that were like the backpacks that are on his back now, right?
Well, because DJ Bebop essentially turned
Correct.
into like a harness saddle thing, like a compartment, like a roller coaster ride compartment thing, with like shoulder straps and stuff like that,
Mhm.
keeping y'all arms and legs inside and stuff like that, all protected, you know. Permanecerse centavos, por favor.
perfect. So Zilphine is not going to panic in a minute when the spell ends.
oh, okay.
That's why I was like, do I need to cast this again? If we're going to do that,
Oh,
I think in this very moment, because Zilphine still can't seem to stop all of you from listening to her thoughts at all points of time. She's like, oh, that's only going to last for about another 30 seconds. And he wants to go on a big tour. And I want to go on the big tour. But if we go on the big tour, I'm going to have to cast this a lot because that's about to go away. I think we'll be okay. I got to do measurements. Who's good at measurements? And then out loud, she'll say, who's good at measurements?
Yes, I can do that, Zilphine.
Oh, go good. Wesley, could you figure out when Morrow isn't big, but just big? Are we okay?
It's likely less a problem of Morrow's size and more a problem of Morrow's constitution and strength.
oh.
Oh,
Is everyone comfortable?
We're all comfortable now. The issue is if you will be able to keep up flying with the weight of all of us on your backs.
I see. Well, I was flying just fine before the enlarged spell, correct?
Yes.
So, I think it'll be fine. And if anything, if there's an issue, we can perhaps make a urgent landing.
excellent. Good to know. And then you are no longer enlarged. It's been a minute.
Okay.
Ah! Oh no, wait, that actually wasn't so bad. Okay.
I
But
don't even believe.
But
I
I was the easy
did.
part.
I did
Here
cast
we go.
haste on Morrow.
Yeah,
And
you
it's
did.
only for a minute.
Yeah, you did.
So,
I
yeah.
stunned for 6 seconds. So,
So about the same time that you get smaller, you also just start to drop.
Right. I think he just goes,
Oh no, it's
actually,
drop
I
left.
think I do feel.
And as you start to become stunned, like in between everyone else, like this thing flies up in the air and then spins and turns into a propeller, keeping you aloft.
I did not know you could polymorph someone into a propeller.
That was me.
Did you polymorph into a propeller?
No, I go gadget.
Go catch it.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but that's awesome.
Oh, I think I lost you all for a second.
Oh, good. You're back.
But good to know that we have a failover scenario.
Oh,
That's good. A good experiment.
That's exactly what that was. 100% an experiment just to make sure that everything was going to be okay and not a whoopsie. Not a whoopsie on my part. Absolutely not.
I think it's okay.
It is
Sometimes
my...
whoopsies.
Mm-hmm. Mara?
Sometimes whoopsies and experiments are the same thing.
Oh, yes.
I didn't know my. Wait. I didn't know my spell could do that. Actually, I just
But-
cast spells, and
Now you know.
and now I didn't know it had like an after effect spell. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. I believe they call it a not necessarily an after effect. This is not for me to correct you, to be clear. It is more a
Concept?
the result.
Repercussion?
Side effect.
Sure. Right. See?
All of those.
Right. There are multiple words from multiple situations.
Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. But now you know, and knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
Real
I'm sorry, what?
American heroes.
What's an American?
Oh, you
What's a
don't
hero?
want to be that.
No. I heard Canada is nice though.
Canadian.
Oh, yeah. Just right off the map.
Is that somewhere we can fly to?
Can we fly to Canada?
Not unless Morrow knows how to get to the Radiant Citadel from here.
Is there a portal that
Yeah,
I
there's
could
a
fly to?
Canadia's not a far place once you're in the Radiant Citadel.
Oh,
It's just getting to the Radiant
Wow.
Citadel first.
Well,
Mhm.
aren't there
I see.
teleportation circles at the school? To
you
go
That's
can't-
how I got here, yeah.
There's a rift that can connect to the. That's how you got here. The Radiant Citadel.
oh,
You know, it's connected. The
Wow.
rifts.
If we go to Radiant
From
Citadel,
episode one.
you can meet my friends. Do I have friends? I don't know. You can see my
Google.
city,
Friends?
Sansitlan.
I can't imagine a universe or a multiverse where you don't have friends. And
Agreed.
if there is one that exists,
Oh,
then
Hugo,
I would like to fight that.
You definitely have friends where you're from.
I do.
You do. I've met them.
Oh, Bahamut, of course.
Yes, and I'm terrible with the names, but the
And
tall
Gary.
one, the other tall one, and the kind of sort of tall one.
Huh. Okay. I have friends.
Well, that's great. I hope we get to meet them.
Yes.
We could probably
Someday.
just skip right over the Radiant Citadel and go right to Sansatlan because there's nothing really on the Radiant Citadel that anybody needs to see. But going to Canadian
Oh.
Sansatlan, that'd be a lot of fun.
Yes.
Okay. So is it step 1, save the multiverse, step 2, go to Canada? Is that like, to use a food analogy, is that like the dessert or is it the main course?
Oh,
Do you want-
Canada is definitely the dessert because I mean you got to get the donut holes.
I see.
Oh, donuts.
And it
don't
also
have
sounds
donuts,
like
but-
candy.
Mhm.
Would anyone want
Oh.
a berry?
A berry? Yes.
A flat
Um,
snack?
Flight snack. I would like that.
I need a Zola and a flight attendant outfit
Yep.
yesterday.
Good
I-
berries for everyone.
Would you feel comfortable with climbing? It's going to sound very strange, but climbing towards my face, and because I can't exactly. I mean, I could just arch back, but I want to make sure that I'm concentrating on where I'm going.
Let's see how that could go wrong. Yeah, I'll walk over to your face.
All right, let's have some fun here.
I love
See,
D&D
me and
so
April
much.
had picked up from where we left off last week.
Only in D&D do you get to say things like "I'll walk over to your face." Sure.
Yeah.
when I unbuckle the seatbelt, I'll start glowing a little bit. I'm gonna cast resistance on myself.
All right.
Just in case. It's
I'm-
just a
I'm-
precaution.
I'm real determined to get you this berry into your mouth.
And as you lift the shoulder harness and everything like that, you feel like a slight vibration in it as you're holding it, and it feels inspiring. And you have bardic inspiration.
You do this.
And go ahead and I'm gonna say you choose athletics or acrobatics.
Athletics. That's a +9.
All right.
I will roll.
Oh, my homie.
That's a 28.
Holy crap!
Jesus Christ.
And I walk over with a little tiny berry, and I'm like, here you go, Moro. Here's a berry. Here you go.
Like, you didn't even feel that, Moro. Like, you didn't feel them climbing part of you to get to your face. It was effortless. It was graceful. Wow.
I didn't even feel a tug on my feathers.
Oh, well, I'm glad. Having web feet sometimes come in handy. It gives you more surface room to grip.
That logic makes perfect sense.
It really does.
Another experiment completed. And we didn't even plan that one.
And we didn't even need my feather fall.
And I'll get back and I'll put my little seatbelt back on.
All right. Is everyone enjoying the ride?
Wesley, do you get a berry?
I'm all right. I think at this point, if I eat anything this high up, it might not end well.
Oh.
I appreciate the thought, though.
I'll make sure to save it for you when we get on the ground then.
Yes, please.
Speaking of ground, which ground are we covering?
Well,
We decided not Canada or the Radiant Citadel, maybe a little bit later Sunset Lawn, but we're kind of floating around doing fun things all around here, right? Was there anywhere we wanted to go?
Well,
Well-
you stated a path. I would say at this point, as we're kind of bending the laws of physics here, to be able to have a giant eagle that can just like fly like 15,000 miles in like the span of a few minutes, it's like whatever.
It's D&D.
Dungeons and Dragons,
That's
bitches.
right. Just
It's called
so-
a montage.
So you
It's a
kind of
montage.
you go across this vast forest that is the Avlinar Elven Kingdom, and you find yourselves spanned across these craggy, rocky mountains where the Blue Forge dwarves call home, looping over the Dragonborn Freelands, down towards the Drudan Forest. Moro is looping around the continent, but it's almost as if he's heading somewhere with purpose, intent. But maybe trying to be a little bit nonchalant about it,
Which would be easier to do if we weren't riding his back.
Yeah. So,
Moro, where are we going? Oh, sorry.
I just wanted to, considering the illusion, I just wanted to take a peek at home and just see what it looked like from the air, and selfishly. But if anyone wants to do anything else, that's totally fine with me.
I totally want to see your home, and so it's not selfish for us to go because you're actually going to take me, and I'm not selfish at all.
Insight check.
Great.
Go ahead and roll your
No,
insight check.
I'm not gonna-
Yeah, and it's like I'm not going to Florida, but like I'm gonna like step in it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be at like the welcome sign. Like
Mm,
and as you leave the forest, Drudan Forest, cresting over the mountain ridge, you see this vast lake. But what would normally be maybe a blue lake or even just a dark black lake, this lake is bubbling and yellow and acrid. And it is a giant, like, few hundred miles across lake of acid.
Oh.
Oh, that's a smell.
And the lands that run south of that lake, that river is a river of acid. The lands are scarred and charred. They're the plant life is deformed, and there is a very odd feel about the space, the air around you as you enter this area. It feels less like you're traveling in the sky and more like you're traveling above the atmosphere.
Hold on one second. I'm going to get us out of here. I don't want to make anyone, one, uncomfortable, and two, put us in a situation where I think that we will be unable to breathe. And he's going to try to, like, whether it's up or down, honestly make his way probably back towards Arkenholdt, but in the immediacy, get the fuck out of Dodge.
Okay. And you take a sharp turn heading
Hold on.
towards the swamps of Ashmore. And Jacob? Moro?
Hi. Yeah, that's also me.
Dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Let's see. What's a giant eagle's dex? I'm sure it's like a plus 7,000, right? Right, everyone? Right?
Oh, yeah,
Absolutely.
sounds right to me.
Yeah. Cool.
In
Plus
the
3.
process of this, Maddie, can Wesley take out one of his larger bottles and try to, like, scoop up some of this air that we're trying not to breathe? Like, just literally open it, wait till it fills, and close it.
Yeah, let's I'll have you roll Arcana.
Okay. And then, whether or not that is successful, Wesley would also like to, since with their familiarity with acid, gauge how potent it is. It, like, if it's more of a result of the dragon, or if this acid is now sort of in its corrosive state where it's less fresh and more starting to become in and of itself organic.
Okay.
With my
and-
Arcana,
Yeah.
it's 17.
Okay. Yeah.
The dex save was 12, by the way.
The dex save is 12. Please add a D10.
Okay.
As your harness is inspiring you.
Oh. I thought that was a bad thing.
Thank you,
Oh,
DPP.
cool. A 10.
Nice.
So 22.
That is much better.
Okay. Excellent. And then Wesley, please make a nature roll.
Okay. That's cocked. I wish it would have stayed cocked. It's a 10 total.
Oh.
You're not really sure. It's hard to tell from this far.
Further analysis.
And you're also trying to like not breathe, so like you're not really getting like a like you're not being able to use like your sense of smell and whatnot. So it's just kind of hard to tell. You would need to get a much closer look.
And that's too dangerous, so we're not doing that today.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Wesley, were you
Yes.
trying to like get samples or something?
Yes, just if I know what we're working with, we may have a better shot. But at this distance and speed, it's not wise.
Could I slow down?
If we need to be out of here expeditiously so that we don't inhale these toxic fumes, we should do that.
Totally
I
agree,
have-
but also, I'm going to take a quick look over the side about how far from the surface are we?
Well, you're probably flying about, I don't know, probably about, I'd say, pretty high up, right? Like,
Would you say it's more or less than 120 feet?
I
Yeah,
would say
there it is.
definitely more.
More? Okay.
Yeah.
How much more do you think?
I would think like a lot more.
Right. All right.
I would think, right?
You see
Average-
Zilphine is just kind of playing with something, and she's like warming up her hands to do something, and then Wesley does calculations, and she goes, "Well,
Yeah.
crap.
Average flying height is about 400 to 500 feet up in the air. We're a good distance away.
Yeah.
Drat.
But the but Morrow, you felt like as you were making that pivot and essentially kind of trying to accelerate your flight out of the area, you felt a bit of a pull on one of your wings for a bit there, and it wasn't like something was grabbing you, but it was more like the air, the space, the whatever this is around you is has some kind of mass to it, or you're almost feeling like you're starting to swim instead of fly for a bit there, just here and there, but you're able to shake past it. And as you crest the edge of the Ashmore Swamp, you just feel this, like, breaking through this barrier, and you're, like, in free, clear, fresh air space. Well, as fresh air as you get over a swamp. But
Better than what we were in.
it's a vast improvement.
Morrow, was that what you're expecting?
Exactly, Mama Strange. Exactly.
I wasn't sure, but at the same time, I'm not exactly surprised. I just don't really know what the aftermath of what we're up against is, and to use this phrase from earlier, the after effects.
How long ago did that happen?
How long ago was it, Maddie?
Let me go look at my notes.
Couple
here.
decades.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah.
It's been a while.
Oh, wow.
Indeed. It's been some time.
Okay, but we're talking decades, not
Oh,
centuries.
I
We're-
got it.
Oh.
I got
Years
it.
ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
At this point, around 50 years.
Okay.
I forgot. I wrote it in my backstory.
Hold on, let me consult my notes. Okay.
Right.
Zilphine is going to get very, very quiet for about the next 10 minutes. But if you poke around in her head, she's reciting something in Draconic. I'm gonna cast Legend Lore
Bitch, yeah, you are.
because I can describe
cool.
or name a person, place, or object, and we have now seen this place. So legend lore, the spell brings you to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you've named. The lore might contain current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that has never been widely known. If the thing you name isn't of legendary importance, you gain no information, but let's face it, this is of legendary importance. The more information you already have about the thing, the more precise and detailed the information you receive is. And I mean, we just flew over it and I'm holding on to a being that's from there. So just very quietly is going to cast Legend Lore and be like, what can I learn? What can I learn? I'm going to try to learn a whole bunch of stuff.
All right. I guess
Professor Isonoff show up, Maddie?
I guess it's time for a lore dump, huh?
So before you lore dump, I'm going to do the same thing that I always do for scrying, which is Zilphine is about to rattle off everything that she is learning in the style of Maddie, like to a T, just very accurate to that wonderful bassy voice of theirs.
But like a little more ADHD.
Like to save us all a little bit of time.
Yeah.
I love that.
Of course.
I love that.
It's a good call.
Also, I get to compliment the DM, but yes.
That was very sweet.
You too.
Hey everyone, I just spent 10 minutes learning about a thing. Let me tell you everything.
So, Fidrel Forest, and the Fidrel Empire, as that's now known, the forest really actually spanned the entire land. Just about a little over 50 years ago. That forest spanned all across, reached out towards Ashmore Swamp, towards the Great Lake near Dinez, and really was known as the Calindia Wood. And it was the home of the Calindia people, which Moro is one of. With cooperation of the Ents, the wood stood as a bastion of life for generations. That all changed 50 years ago, when a fierce beast of shadow, ice, and fire swept through and laid waste to a massive swath of the wood. The few that survived this harrowing experience saw something massive, an ancient dragon like none have ever witnessed, and it brought with it an army of minions that marred much of the land near the intersection of the two rivers, and quickly began work on a massive castle. Only about 2/3, well, really only about a third of the wood remains, but much of the life of the wood has ceased or has withered. The Ents are all but nearly extinct, and the Calindia are scattered. Many fled into the mountains to seek refuge with their giant cousins, but some remained, determined to protect what was left. And that's just a bit of an excerpt of something I wrote for Jacob about this land, to help with his backstory. So we get to share that with all. And because you cast Legend Lore, well, you get a little bit more information than, what is, has been witnessed by the few survivors. This dragon, known only as Fid, isn't isn't a dragon like any that have been seen in most lands, but because it is the child of a very ancient red dragon and a very ancient void dragon. So Fid,
Maddie, hold on. Did you just admit? I have to step in here for a minute because did you just admit that my dragon and your dragon had a baby?
You know, when a red dragon and a void dragon love each other very much, then a whole wood gets destroyed, apparently.
Fucking gotta go.
Wait, hold on. Is this your dragon that is in every game?
no. I would never.
Inside check.
I would never do
Inside
that.
check. That's not true. You definitely would totally do that to me. You definitely would do that to me. I am freaking out.
No,
You
Moro,
100%
I'm so
would.
sorry. I cast this spell and I've now done emotional damage.
Wisdom saves.
Wow.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt.
This wasn't the emotional damage I was expecting to do tonight, but here we go. No, but no, it is not that red dragon. No, so you're okay in that regards, but it is essentially a red void dragon. And the spell will tell you that void dragons are, really of the stars. They generally reside between collapsing stars. They're really fucked up. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting endeavor if you all decide that you want to try to rid this land of this dragon. Why am I doing this? Ah! Okay.
And that's how Zilphine ends the rattling off of the legend lore.
Fuck,
Like her
why am I
eyes have
doing
rolled
this?
back into her head, and she's just blah 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 da 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 lore. Ah, why did I do that?
That was spooky.
Lauren,
Can
you
you
get
do it
inspiration.
again?
That was a lot. That was a lot. Did any of that make sense? I mean, a lot of it made sense, but yeah, Moro.
Yes. A lot of that made sense to me. But I would feel more comfortable if, because I know, or rather I should say I believe you all when you say that you are going to go into battle with me in regards to this. But I'd feel a lot better about it if we accomplished what you all wanted to accomplish first. Or at least got on that path. Like, Azola, I actually don't think that I know, even though I know we are likely at the school for similar reasons, and same with you, Hugo. I'd like to help you all accomplish what you would like to as well. I have a general idea of what Wesley is here to do. I would also like to help Wesley as well. And Zilfin, of course. Whatever you would all like to accomplish. Again, you've all helped me so much, and I just want to more than return the favor. If anything, pay things forward.
Well, I'm just following Yono here. I don't really have a goal.
Oh,
I just go where the axe tells me to.
Well, that is convenient.
I mean, my goal was to get to the university and then get some lemonade and popcorn. So, hey, win.
Huzzah!
Yep, all
Alas.
done. Don't,
Alas.
alas, nothing else. I mean, now my goal is find out about the FID.
Oh. Wesley? Hugo, what about you?
You go first, Wesley.
Well, my goal is going to take a considerable amount of time. And frankly, it's my retirement plan. It can wait.
Oh. Well, I will be happy to do what I can to ensure that your retirement plan is a success, no matter how many years, decades, and millennia it takes.
I appreciate that.
Hugo?
Oh, I
Science
just got
say
here.
at the same time.
I just got here. I don't know. I'm here because Bahamut just told me to be here. And as far as purpose, I don't know. I don't have a purpose.
Do you
I
not
just
have
go.
any goals or dreams?
No. I just am.
That actually sounds kind of pleasant. Just
Well,
to be.
yeah, I just am Hugo. I was mostly alone for all my life, but I guess the only thing I want is friends. And since I got you all, wait, actually, we haven't confirmed that. Would you all like to be my friends?
Yes.
I would very much like that.
I would
Yes.
be most honored, Hugo.
Seconded, thirded, fifth.
Fifth.
Then that's my
Six.
goal.
DJ Bebop?
6th.
I didn't ask you, Bebop. No, I was kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
You're not
Um,
real.
You're
Damn.
not real.
I'm a real boy.
And Hugo just turns to Ariel. Well, there you go. That's my goal, and I already achieved that.
Congratulations. Most people don't reach their goals this early in life.
Yeah.
Alas.
Also,
That
you
must
got
be real oppression.
you got Bahamut, who you had before you came here. So, I mean, they sound like a friend.
Yeah. They are pretty cool. I guess they're super big. I mean, like really, really big, and like super powerful. Really, really powerful too.
Good to have friends that are super big and super powerful.
Yeah, and he well, they actually just gave me this, and I just have my helmet.
Actually, Hugo, I do have a bit of a personal question for you that might be insulting. Is it okay if I ask it?
Sure.
Bahamut, your friend, right?
Yes.
Are you aware that in many circles, and by many I mean about 99% of circles, that Bahamut is a god?
No. Like a god? An actual god?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I figured you kind of knew that already. You were just talking about your god like they were your friend, because I mean that kind of sounds cool.
And a platinum dragon.
They have like
Oh.
different colors?
Oh, yes.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's the first time I've ever heard about that. No. I guess that's good for them. And I have a god friend.
How did you physically receive your helmet?
It's a long, long time. I can show you.
Okay. Maybe when we land.
Okay.
So,
And then we
um,
all just sit silently waiting to land.
is there
No one is allowed to talk until we land.
Nope.
It's an SAT test, actually. Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to do on this flight home before you get there?
Yes, actually. Wesley, being from the Astral Sea, would like to know if he can recall anything about void dragons.
All right. Let's have Wesley make a history roll.
Okay.
All this time I was I was telling myself you were saying boy dragons. And some
27.
He's Kratos? Boy.
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 boy dragons.
All right. So 27.
Wow.
Well, I think you probably know a little bit about void dragons.
Only a little bit.
A little bit. So, void dragons. Okay, let's see. So, Wesley, now, I'll just give you a little excerpt from this. A dragon seemingly formed of the night sky has bright white stars for eyes. Lesser stars twinkle in the firmament of the dragon's body. Void dragons drift through empty spaces beyond the boundaries of the mortal world, wanders between the stars. They are generally aloof, mingling only with the otherworldly beings that live above and beyond the earth, including the incarnate forms of the stars themselves. You would know, they're highly knowledgeable creatures. But they've seen too much. Lingering at the edge of the void itself, gazing into the yawning nothing outside has taken a toll. And they carry a piece of that nothing with them, and it slowly devours their being. They are all unhinged, and their madness is contagious. It flows out of them to break the minds of lesser beings when the dragon flies into a rage and lashes out. And you know a bit about as they get to this ancient state, this essentially obliterating death throw, in a sense, that occurs when they're killed in this aged state, that essentially upon their death they erupt, causing a massive cataclysmic solar system shattering blast. So, that's what you know of void dragons themselves.
Well, thanks a lot, Jacob.
But one thing that you will would definitely keep in mind is that this would be just half void dragon. So
only half of a universe or of a
It's-
solar system getting destroyed.
it's well, it's impossible to know exactly what would happen if you were to kill this dragon, or this dragon's abilities, because they would likely be either similar to one or both, or some kind of hybrid
Mhm.
of the two. So
It could be half of either's potential. It could be double both of their potentials. We don't know.
and
Cool.
it could even be, as you saw, the lake of acid and whatnot, which doesn't really jive with either of those is another disturbing piece of the puzzle.
Cool. Cool.
Wesley is while gripped onto this bird, onto Best Science Bird Bro, is gonna pull out the notebook and write everything he knows about void dragons and then potential theories.
Okay.
And is not going to stop probably until we all land. Or unless we get interrupted.
Well, I would think that sense of urgency to get home is there. You're all contemplating a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, unless there's any objection, this is a pretty brief flight home. And as you land, just outside, let me see, let's bring you guys back to the school.
While you're pulling that up, Maddie,
Yeah.
as we land, thank you for indulging me and trusting me with this. I know that it was likely not something that, well, I suppose any of us have done before, ever.
That's what makes it so exciting. I mean, I don't mean to sound insensitive. I'm excited just to learn new things and see new things, even if they're bad things, because then if they're bad things, then we can start to fix them, kind of thing. But yeah.
Sylphine?
Yeah?
That's the best thing you've ever said.
And I say a lot.
What
It's all downhill from here.
I don't think so. I
Oh.
believe in you.
Thank you.
And what's great is I know that you all believe in me.
I mean, I
Without a
wouldn't have climbed
shadow of
onto
a
your
doubt.
back. Sorry, go ahead.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
I wouldn't have climbed onto your back if I didn't believe in you.
And this was my first time that I ever flew on top of something else that flew.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. Same. I've never been that high.
Flyception.
Yes.
Wow. Perhaps one day, you and Bahamut can fly together.
Yeah. I would like that. I would like that. And I hold I forgot my
Alexander.
Alexander in my hand. Like, I would like that.
I won't say the app, but we all know it's like, leave a note, like make a note.
And as you arrive on the lawn just to the east of the residence hall, the graduate residence hall that you all reside in, we are going to take our break.
Hey.
Oh, damn.
And
That went by so fast.
when we return, we will be getting ready for the next day. We have class. We have magic items to make for, what's ahead. So, stick around, folks. We'll be back here in about 15 minutes, tops. So, Stretch, do your thing. Get a snack. We love you. Bye.
I knew it was a void dragon, and it's worse.
Hey, and we're back. So hey folks, what is crack-a-lackin'?
Oh, the end of the universe as we know it. But I feel fine.
Pish.
By the way, I need to apologize to Robo because I panicked butts because he didn't do it.
Wait, what'd you do?
I said butts because Robo didn't do it. It's so I panicked and I had the butts.
Panic butt.
I totally.
I panicked butts.
You panicked.
Oh my god, I was muted. I said it, but I was muted.
No.
Oh, no.
And it's in the
That's
captions.
amazing.
But
That's amazing. Okay, cool.
I mean, captions prove it. Also, I
So,
totally heard you
right?
say I panic bought something because of Robo, and I'm like, you went Amazon shopping in the middle. What did Robo have you buy? Was it an owlbear thing? It was probably an owlbear thing.
I have
It-
panic bought an
perhaps.
owlbear thing because of Robo before. I'm not gonna lie.
That is also
What?
that is true. That is true for me too as well. Actually.
100% have done it.
Yep.
that's my influence. I'm an Albert influencer.
Has to. Yeah, you fucking are.
Yeah, you are.
You,
You've been bought off by Big Owlbear.
huh. This is really a great segue.
No,
I mean, that's what we're here for.
Into as we get ready to go to the College of or return to the College of Collaboration.
Sure.
Hugo, you are in this great field, and it's a sunny day. There's like just a comfort in the air around you, and off in the distance you see this short, stocky, grizzly owl bear person. You see Alvin, and you're running towards him. He's running towards you, and you are just you're coming up to each other, and you link hands, and you're circling around like a weird kind of fairy tale thing. It's all very bizarre, but it's beautiful. And you,
Maddie, have you been reading my fan fiction again?
yes, and you're running along this the side of this riverbank, and you start leapfrogging over each other. Just being playful, and you grab a hold of his shoulders and you lift yourself off and jump over him, and he goes to do the same, and you repeat this and repeat this and repeat this, and then after you jump over him, you turn around. He's not there.
Do this to me. Albert?
And you wake up. There's a knock at the door. And you hear... All right, guys, let's go.
Albin?
What? And Zilphine always opens the door.
I got it.
And as you open the door, there's a short, stocky, owlbear person. He's wearing a different clothing, but looks a lot like Elvin.
Hello.
Hi. Sorry. You guys get me today.
April just noped out of all this. that she could feel the psychic damage going straight for
And
her
just-
heart and flip the table.
I mean, like I was hurting. Oh look, Amazola. I would like to rage, please. Oh, that's actually a pretty good Zola impression. I'm actually
That's
pretty
not
proud.
bad.
That
Yeah.
was real good.
That was real
I
good.
mean,
It's way
Hey,
better
as
than
long
your
as it's not
Sator.
Fuck you! Let me make fun of me first. You. I was about to say it's no Sator. God damn it! Pop my fucking bump. Yep, yes, I'm killing your character on Sunday. Anyway,
Do
so,
it.
You won't. You won't.
You won't.
Of
Bit.
course not. I love Zakria. Anyway, sorry, Maddie. I'm having a moment.
it's okay.
We all are. We're hiding our pain with laughter.
It's true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I am hurt.
Sorry. You're usually my brother is your guide.
Oh,
Um,
Albin is your brother?
Yes. Orlando.
Hi. My name is
Orlando
Hugo.
Jones, please.
Hugo. Alvin spoke about you.
Is Albin okay?
We don't know.
I-
We don't
I-
know.
I just had a dream about him.
You did.
Yeah. We were playing, we were doing leapfrog, and we were having fun.
That sounds lovely. Well, the other guides, of course, they never returned. So some of us have been recruited to be your temporary guides until you're ready to, well,
To find them.
to find them. Yes. And
Right.
to do that, we feel that you need to be equipped. So today's class is going to be about equipping y'all. So that's the goal.
A question. Is that new? A net new items or enchanting our existing equipment?
Well, it can be what you want it to be. It can be either one. Oh, there we go.
Welcome back. We missed you.
Sorry, you take an owlbear away from Robo, and my internet goes out.
I mean,
Can't do that again.
Right?
That's the way it goes. Good thing there's a triplet, right?
So, yeah, oh, Azola, you, welcome back. I'm, Orlando, Alvin's brother. I'm gonna be your
Nice to
temporary
meet you.
guide for, the College of Collaboration. And, we're making magic items today. Now, Moro just asked. This can be whether this is new or enchanting existing items. And this can be either or both. We're going to be, each of you are going to be working on 2 items a piece. So if you have something that you particularly want enchanted that you already own, we can work on that. If you want to create something completely new, we can do that. We can do either or both. So it's all what you feel like you would best help you out in the field. So
Okay.
definitely, I know that we generally send over a little primer to get y'all ready, usually a day or two before class. there wasn't a lot of time to do this. We kind of accelerated your program, but I know you guys had a little bit of a heads up on this, so I hope you've been thinking about it a little bit. But let's head on to class. You remember the Lich?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Well, he's okay. You guys did a number on him, but he just zipped back to his phylactery and he's all good again. So he's going to be your instructor today, and
We get to
helping
kill
you
him
out.
again?
No. I mean, well, I don't know. He likes that, so maybe.
Will
Maybe
he
that's how you
teach us how
test
to
out
make
your
our?
items.
Is he going to teach us how to make our own phylacteries?
What's a phylactery?
Yeah, no, you don't. You want to become a Lich, Ilfine?
I mean, it looked real cool.
I don't know if you want to do that.
I mean, why not? You become a cool professor who, when you get beat up on by awesome students, you just go somewhere else and recover, and it's fun. And then, like, that whole aesthetic was real cool. Yeah. I mean, I don't see any downsides.
Oh,
I don't think that an undead Zilphine makes. I mean, I suppose it could make sense if that's what you wanted, and if that was your goal. Is your goal to become undead, Zilphine?
No, it's just to be cool. Is that what you got to do? You got to be undead to be a lich?
You're already cool.
Right.
But I could always be cooler.
I mean,
well,
those were pretty cool
not
clothes, by
having
the way.
any blood in your body keeping you warm would definitely make you cool.
I wish you really had not mentioned that.
Well, I feel like somebody had to. We're talking about undead here.
What's a
I mean, that's gonna-
philanthropy?
Yeah, it's got to be a whole process, right? Like tubes and things. Wesley, do you know how to make a lich?
Oh boy. Let's get to class. Come on. Yeah.
Wesley, what's a philanthropy?
Philanthropy?
Yeah.
Philanthropy. That's well, when you're philanthropic, and it just goes immediately into it.
A cast
It goes
blackboard.
immediately into the wrong thing.
And suddenly Hugo is also interested in becoming a lich. I get to help
Huh.
people.
2
I
out
like-
of 5.
I would like to philanthropy. Is that a thing? Philanthropy.
Yeah, that's when you're philanthropic. Yes,
Philanthropic. Okay.
you take money and put them good places.
I don't want
All
to
of
take
the
anybody's
money.
money.
It's well, they give it to you for the sole purpose of helping others.
So it's like I'm taking the money and like taking it to the other people that need the money.
Yeah, it goes to charities and things like that for people who need it.
It's charity. And like charities are supposed to be to like for everyone who needs charity.
For everyone who needs help.
For everyone who needs help. Okay. I turn to everybody else. Okay, I have a new purpose. I want to establish charity, huge charity for
Okay.
everybody that needs it.
Okay.
Is there a particular focus you had in mind?
No.
We're walking and talking for the
Yeah,
record.
we're totally Aaron Sorkining this thing. Maybe people named Phil.
Is that what it's that why it's called philanthropy? Because it's Phil?
Camera, wide shot, turns the corner, down the hallway. Very Aaron Sorkin.
Well, it's got common origin, common Greek. It's yeah, a different humanoid language.
Oh.
Big base is in Latin.
Oh.
So I'm not sure the origin of philanthropy, but I don't think it has anything to do with someone called Phil.
Oh.
Drat.
It's a bit like Elvish, from a dialect perspective.
Oh.
Tenses at least.
Yes.
And as we're walking and talking and getting up to the school, Lauren, would you like to
Hi.
remind folks what they're seeing ahead of them as you walk up to the College of Collaboration?
The College of Collaboration. The exterior of the college is fairly boring to be honest. I'm pulling up my notes because it's been a hot minute.
A hot minute.
Those are course names. That's the dean. That's the mascot. Look at here we go. Once you get inside, that's where the College of Collaboration really shines, because it's this exciting but very weird hodgepodge of billions of different rooms and hallways and verandas and gardens and temples, and basically every time you turn the corner there's a different style of space, and you see different people in those spaces all doing different things, but they're all doing essentially the same thing in different ways, which is talking, chatting, contacting, beseeching, and or having an argument with some kind of being that is the conduit of their power. And so every time, basically, the College of Collaboration is the place you go and where you have a very specific place you want to be to do something. There's gonna be a room in this building that will help you.
And I just summoned a cat. Hi.
If you need a cat for your meditation needs, there are cats nearby. I mean, they just kind of come out of the woodwork.
Best
Sometimes they're
college
wood
ever.
cats.
And sometimes they bite Maddie on stream.
I mean,
Okay.
sometimes that's what you need. It's a little bit of tough love.
So, as you
Cats are
walking
the
and
ultimate
talking-
eldritch being.
Yes. You're following Orlando and guides you into this this room that is quite large, a lot larger than you expected when you walked down this hallway. But there are there's just about everything you can think of that might relate to creating anything. There is a literal forge on this one side. There's leather tanning over here. There's a full alchemist lab over there, and a full jeweler's setup. You know, there's weapons and vials and just like the tallest racks, just full of everything. And in the center of this room stands a very familiar
Leech.
a Goliath lich.
Well, the beholders return. Excellent.
Hi, Professor.
Hello, Zilphine. So you've come to create. What is it that you want to create? Yes, Hugo.
Do you have the philanthropy?
I don't know what you speak of. I am not very charitable.
Oh.
It's not an item, Hugo. It's something you do.
Oh, do you are philanthropy?
No.
No,
I'm not
okay.
philanthropic. A little
Philanthropic.
bit, just to, I feel this is a bit of charity,
Oh,
but
Oh, I hope you get paid for this. I mean, this is a job, right? You should get, paid real well,
not
and
enough.
health insurance
Never
and
enough. Never enough.
no.
Well, then that's what I want to make. I want to make a magic item that produces enough money so that everybody gets paid.
Yes. Can we do that?
Oh, you're talking about that kind of creation magic. Um, Creating things that are of high value. You understand that if you do this, that you will literally ruin the value of the things you're creating because there will just be so much of them that'll be worthless.
This is why I never took economics.
Yes, yes. It's bullshit. No. Um,
But what if you create things people need,
well, that is
like food? If you made a bunch of food,
that's much more helpful. Much more helpful. But will that help you against oblivion?
Professor, I don't know if I understand the scope of this particular assignment. How far can we go here?
Well, now, your limit is really your imagination. But if you try to do or create something
Uh-oh.
more powerful than you're able to control, you're asking for trouble.
So the only concern is the limits of our imagination and the stress of that on the universe
The what?
around us.
Oh, yes.
Well, that sounds good to me.
If I may say so, Professor, I think that you'll, and I don't, and I hope you don't take offense to this. Um, we all five of us have an incredible amount of imagination and absolutely no limit whatsoever to what we can think about and what we can create. So, I suppose the question is, what are we going to be utilizing to create these things? And what are the ramifications of said imagination? Because I don't know about everyone else, but I would like to attempt to maximize the potential of a few items that would make our group success much more likely.
That is good. That is good. Now, what I may have left out is that you can potentially create anything you can imagine. But you have to you're going to have to what's this how do I describe this oh yes, okay, so you want a really big cake, right? Just a giant cake. You want to feed everyone, right? Well, if you don't have the skills and the abilities and the power and the knowledge and the forethought to actually create this giant cake properly, that it, won't fall or crumble or explode or melt, then, it might actually eat you instead of you eating it. So, think about that as your potential limitations, but I'm here to help. And, you know, I want you to feel like when you walk out of here today, you feel more ready to face the challenges that are ahead. If that makes sense. I don't know.
Absolutely. And in her head, all of you can clearly picture Zilphine has grokked onto the cakes can explode and is now just picturing a variety of cakes and throwing them at walls and watching them go.
And everybody in their minds also sees Hugo eating cake. A real big pink cake.
Wow. Okay, I can see all of this, folks.
Oh.
And I must have derailed you with cake. I apologize.
You were very inspiring. Actually, you derailed me with exploding cakes, but you know what? It was very inspiring. It was a really good metaphor. Totally got it. Just, now I'm going to think about exploding cakes. But it's a good thing because, like, imagination and creativity and cake.
Right. So, now, some of you probably came here today with a belonging of yourselves that you might want to enchant. Are any of you that?
Ding.
Ah, yes. Moral. You have your father's sword you want to enchant. What would you like it to do?
I would like it to have a way of perhaps vulnerabilities against my enemies, to be able to exploit what they are weakest to in order to escalate and speed up conflict to an end.
I see. I like this.
Furthermore,
Spicy, yes?
I have one of two other options. And he either points to his, he kind of touches his robes and touches his arcane grimoire. I'm not sure of which one I would like to upgrade. I'm less attached to my book and my robes than I am my father's sword. But I feel like I am at least likely committed to 2 out of the 3. So I'm happy to support and help anyone else that wants to go and create something brand new.
Interesting. Now, I have an idea, thought on that sword. While you think about your other item, who else would like to, I don't know, enchant something you already have? Yes. Azola?
I made this great axe as part of my mama's great axe, and we could just make it better.
Yes. What would you like it to do?
Well, but if it's anything we can imagine, well, when I swing it, it catches on fire and it lights everything on fire. And when it hits something real well, their head just pops off.
A combination flame tongue vorpal axe, if you will.
Maybe I want a Vorplex, and that catches on fire. Maybe.
Ah, I like you. You've got real imagination. I dig this. Okay. And he grabs this
I need a
large.
weapon as intimidating as banjo.
Yes, banjo. I saw that thing. It's quite frightening. Ah, yes. So, oh, this is not what I was looking for. Oh, yes, here we go. So, I'm going to start writing notes as he grabs this tome and starts scribbling into it. All right. So that's one thing for Zola. That's one thing for Morrow. Who else? Speak up, or forever hold your peace.
I've got a literal couple of ideas.
Ah, of course you do, Wesley. Full of ideas you are. So, what are there?
It'd be nice to be able to repel opponents when they strike me.
Uh-huh.
Just, I'm not usually the best at getting away. Something to modify my armor with, perhaps.
Some kind of retributive type force or blast or something?
I would love if it could, I guess, associate itself with my alchemy, actually.
Ah.
It'd be cool to cover myself with vials where if I was hit, somebody could potentially be sprayed with acid or poison.
Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Now you're cooking. What about you, Hugo?
Me?
Yes.
Um,
Did you want to enchant Alexander, perhaps?
Alexander is already enchanted by themselves.
Oh, yes,
Um,
of course, of course.
I would like my helmet to fit my head.
Oh. Well, we can do that.
Awesome.
What
Before
else
we would.
would
Sorry.
you like it to do, though?
Maybe. I don't know. Shoot fire from it? No, that sounds silly.
Okay.
Maybe just be more protective. Oh, I know. I want a cool armor all around my body that fits. No, wait. No, that's actually. No, I just want my helmet to fit my head, and it's also a little bit more protective.
What about some form of weightless armor? So that you are still able to use your flying ability.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Because as it stands right now, Hugo, it'd be quite easy for you to be hurt.
Oh,
And we don't want that. We want you
No.
sticking around. We don't want to turn you into a lich.
can it also be like light,
What do you mean?
like light up?
Oh,
Like
of course.
and can it be gold?
Yes.
Awesome.
Interesting, interesting.
By the way, Wesley, did you tell us about the whole thing about the void dragon?
Yes.
Yes.
Once we landed, since we were in a state of no talking until we got down on the ground. Once we landed, Wesley would have said, "So void dragons."
So void dragons. Oh, and is there something that we can do? We can have to actually not kill this one super powerful dragon, and like actually not kill it per se, but like oh, like tiny orb that like encases this dragon.
Casing it. Yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly what I was. A bit of a trap. Oh, well.
If that's too much, I can have the orb instead of the armor.
No, it's. I think. Well, that orb is going to be quite the undertaking.
Yeah, so that's my choice then.
You could. If something goes wrong in this creation, it could kill you.
That's okay.
No. No, it's not.
Well, I'll be fine.
I love your
Not
courage.
gonna get to that.
I believe that the definition of getting killed is not fine. I don't think that's fine. But if we get you that protective armor first and the helmet that fits, and then we all work on the orb together, then someone's less likely to die. Because that orb is it's an amazing idea. Might I even say it's a baller idea? And I think we should all work on it. But let's get you armor first so that you don't have to die.
None of you are allowed to die.
And yes, let's totally do that. And I turn to the leech and just no.
Interesting idea, Zilphine. If you all collaboratively were to create this orb together, you might be able to pull that off. Huh.
I mean, I think we will, because we're kind of awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why you're the beholder.
Does that mean we only get to make one magic item and then I'm lagging like crap? I'm gonna be right back.
No, see, Azola, no, here's the thing. I only need one, because we were each going to get two things, right? That was the thing? Everybody gets two? So, Azola, you stay right there and think about what you want, because you're going to get two things, and I'll ask you about it again in a moment when you've thought about that. But like, I'm happy with just one thing, amazing. and then I will donate my other one towards orb time.
Oh, there we go. And tap, tap, tap. There we go. And flip. Nope.
Hi. I'm still lagging. What?
There we go.
Why?
Yeah, you definitely are. Wow.
You're putting so much
I'll be right back,
excitement
I'm
and
so sorry,
energy
everyone.
Much power.
into this
good.
orb idea. Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. While she resets her life, I really only need the one thing, and Zilphine is going to pull out her focus, which you've all seen before. It's this little piece of stained glass about the size of her palm. It's got a couple different colors in it. She's like, this is already kind of powerful. I'd like to be more powerful. She plunks it down on a table and she goes, okay, hear me out. Once heard about this thing called a scroll of Tarrasque summoning. I don't know what a Tarrasque is. I want to summon it. I heard it's really, really big. And if the orb thing doesn't work, we can sick the Tarrasque on it.
Can I roll an Arcana check to see if I know what a scroll of Tarrasque summoning is? Is
Wesley would also like to.
Say? But we're wicked smart, so
I do have a backup idea if you don't want me summoning a Tarrasque, but I think, would you see Azola riding a Tarrasque?
I love your spunk. Zilphine, you are You are just amazing.
I hear a butt coming.
But
That see?
God damn it! Here we go.
But
if you thought that the orb was going to be powerful and the ability to summon a Trask, well, is one a suicide mission.
Only if you stand in front of it.
Only if you are within however many feet from it. Those things
What is this
are
thing?
no joke. They're titans. They're world enders.
I heard a story once, Moro, about this thing, the Tarrasque that I heard about. And it was called Godzilla, and it was this really cool creature. And I've always thought about it, like if I could just summon one of those things in a moment of panic, or when we need a big distraction, and then Godzilla comes.
Well, Godzilla is a bit more kaiju, and that's like a
Roll for
large
kaiju.
beast. But a Tarrasque is much more than that.
Okay.
You don't want to
Yes.
be fooling with that.
I mean, I do.
So,
I mean, I won't if you tell me that you can't do it or we shouldn't do it or something. But I do. I really do.
Well, perhaps we can negotiate. Professor, what is the step down from the Scroll of Trask summoning? And if that's not in our purview, what is perhaps the step below that, or below that even?
I mean, if we go too low down the rungs of the ladder, then I'm just summoning like a lizard. And while lizards are cool, I don't need to summon a lizard. I can just go out to the swamp and I can get a lizard. I have other ideas, but if I can't have a Tarrasque, I have another idea.
Here's the thing. You can, like, hypothetically, summon anything. But it's what happens once it arrives that is in question.
oh,
You point it at a thing and you go, sick 'em.
But without the certain magics, you'd have no ability to tell it anything.
Oh, the summoning doesn't come with like the ability to chat with it or make it be your friend or talk to it or ride on top of it or put a Zola on top of it so that you could ride into battle on top of a Tarrasque, because that would be awesome.
It doesn't seem to come with a Pokemon badge.
No.
Well,
Terrestrial.
so we would just have to be able to talk to it and convince it that we're its friends.
Okay.
I think Hugo can make friends with Tarrasque. Between Hugo and Zelfine, I don't think there's anything that they can't make friends with.
This is true.
But okay. So if we summon the Tarrasque and it goes into battle, is the Tarrasque like if the boy dragon wants to make friends with the Tarrasque, can they team up against us? And then we have two problems. Two.
Thank you, Hugo,
Would
for
that-
thinking
would
of
that
the
could
worst
happen?
common analogy, but it's true. That could totally happen.
I mean, we can
Fucked
still
up
make.
would that be?
I mean, it would be pretty fucked up, but it would also be
Pretty
really
fucked
kind
up.
of cool until we all die. All right. If we're not gonna,
Let me
I
listen
think
to
it'd be a
the
cool
overlay.
thing to say at least.
it would be real cool
But-
for like that 5 seconds. But yeah, you probably okay. All right. Well, here I got
It's
another
fucking-
idea.
Okay.
Because
Go for it.
I do think Hugo's bubble idea is real good. So if I can't have a Tarrasque and she'll push forward her focus and she'll look over at Moro, she'll say, "You have a book, right?
I do.
And the book's got all sorts of magic, and you can put more magic in your book that you can use."
Of course.
Yeah, you say of course, like that's a common thing, but I can't do that.
But you
I just
want
kind of
that ability, don't you, Zilfie?
I want to be able to learn anything that I come across. And can I make this? And she pushes the chunk of stained glass closer to the lich and says, I want to be able to put spells in there that I can't normally do, like it's a book, and like I'm one of those book people.
Uh-huh. Yes.
And then eventually I'll learn how to summon a Tarrasque and I'll put it in there. But for now, I'll just learn other things that don't involve Tarrasques.
A long game.
This is great.
Is that a spell that you know? Can you teach me that spell? And then I can put it in the thing. Like you and Wesley like share stuff back and forth in the books. And I'm like, I want to be able to learn out of the books too. That sounds so cool.
And I'd love to share it with you.
I too. That's admirable. Is this the only thing you were asking for today, Zilphine?
I mean, I thought that was kind of a lot and a step down from the Tarrasque, but that's really all I need. So I'll like donate my second thing because, other than that, I mean, I'm pretty fast. I can run out of the way. I can do all sorts of spells. I protect people. I'm already kind of awesome. I only need the one thing. I don't stab people. I don't shoot people except with magic. But like if I could put more spells in the thing, then I'll donate my other magic thing to Hugo's big ball of imprisoning.
If it's not a lot, you could perhaps increase the potency of your spells, make it a little harder for people against you to save against them. That's something you could add to this one thing.
I mean, that'd be cool too.
That was sort of my idea with my book.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Wouldn't be unwise if it's not too much, but if it is too much, I fully understand.
Oh, that's not too much.
Is a Tarrasque more dangerous than the boy dragon? Or equally dangerous?
Well,
That's a good question, Hugo.
While they're alive, the Tarrasque
Hesitation
is
says a
the
lot.
most dangerous. Once they're dead, the void dragon is, of course, the most dangerous.
I mean, you could say the same thing about me.
Yes.
Aren't there spells to control dead things? Could we get one of those?
What do you...
Oh, and then kill the Tarrasque and then control a undead Tarrasque.
That was not what I was going for, but that was much cooler than I was going for. So yes, that idea. we summoned a Tarrasque, we killed a Tarrasque, we undead the Tarrasque, and then the Tarrasque is our Tarrasque friend.
And then we put you on top of the Tarrasque and you charge into battle. Azula, I just want you on top of like the best mount ever of all time.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But just know, as long as I'm on it, we're all on it, and we're riding into battle together.
Okay. But if that can't happen, then yeah, I'd like my thing to be a spell book, please. I want to learn all the spells, every spell.
Moro, you've got a very
Okay,
look
bye.
on your face. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay because these are my friends.
Maybe we can have two balls and trap the Tarrasque and the boy dragon.
Because I think, ironically, I suppose, I've never gotten as far as to think about strategies against this dragon. Even if one may think that they are out of the ordinary or impossible, here my friends are already doing it.
If we make the ball, is the ball reusable? Can we like put something in it and then take it out and put something else in?
Yes.
Because then if we trap the void dragon, it could be like a catch and release. We trap the void dragon and we go bring it back to the void and we release it in its natural habitat and go on, shoo. And then we can go back and get the Tarrasque.
I hate to interrupt the merriment here, but I have a confession. I'm not going to let the void dragon be alive.
Oh, okay. So no catch and release, catch and kill.
I mean, if you want that, sure. But
Yeah.
I thought Wesley said that the boy dragon, if we kill it, it would kill everything. or something, Wesley?
Which means we would kill it elsewhere.
It has potential, yes. For that to
Trap
happen.
it, and we bring it to the void, and we let it go, and then we kill it in the void.
Okay, we can do that.
And then we pop back real fast before we get exploded.
Yes,
Or at least
and then have cake.
I think we could do
protect
that.
yourselves enough
Oh,
to
cake.
withstand the.
I think that will be easier,
Yes.
yes. Perhaps
So I think we're back to armor, or sort of,
Protection.
in my case, I suppose, robes enchantments.
I got a lot of things to protect people. I can do all the protection.
well,
I got you.
for consideration, instead of all of us bolstering armor, we could combine our efforts into, as Hugo was saying, a sphere that will fit all of us. As opposed to trapping a void dragon, we could shield ourselves from its wrath when we do eventually slay it.
Can it be a multi-purpose ball? Can we trap the dragon, go to the void, release it, get in the ball? Well, no, we have to kill it first. All right, so release it, kill it, get in the ball.
I imagine an item
Well,
of
how-
this
how
type
we
of
gotta get out of
power
the
would be
ball?
high use. Well, not high use, sorry. One-time use.
Oh. All right, so we're gonna need a bunch of balls.
Or just one that's big enough to fit the 6 of us.
Okay,
Well,
2 balls.
remember, I do have a tiny hut.
How much can it
that
withstand?
could work.
Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. And any creature that I say can't pass through it cannot.
And we already know
Though
it
I
has
do-
space for us.
Though I mean, it could certainly be dispelled, so we will certainly need a backup plan. But in the intermediary, it's a good place to start.
Perhaps we can store the spell in something?
My
Yes.
thing!
Yes, we can teach it to Zilphine. Zilphine can store the spell in the stained glass.
Like you do in your book.
Or sure.
And then we can stack tiny huts. You can do a tiny hut, and I'll do a slightly bigger tiny hut, and we'll put your tiny hut in my tiny hut, and then it'll be like anyone would have to dispel 2 tiny huts in space.
Yes.
Hugo likes it. We gotta do it.
Tiny hut.
So all we would need is one ball then to get the void dragon into the ball to take it to void space to release it.
Dragons are typically vain. I'm sure that if we figured out a way to plane walk, we could just goad it into following us there.
I have a dangerous
Cat.
proposition. And I'm sorry, Professor, if this is out of scope for you, as we are sort of unexpectedly planning this siege here. I'm wondering if this particular dragon is aware of my attendance here and is assuming that I plan to confront it. Because if that is the case, then I can become a bit of a appetizer or trap, perhaps.
Bait.
Yes.
You want to use yourself as bait.
Yes.
Can I have another idea for that? I think it's a bad idea, but a good idea. Can you make me look like you?
Of course.
Because if he gets me, I might have a better chance of not getting squished on the first attempt of squishing.
Ooh, or you make
And just
all of
like
us.
that?
You make all of us look like you, and then confuse the dragon. That moment
I
of
suppose-
hesitation
I would
as
still
they try to
get
figure out
worried that
who is
he
the
would
right
squish
you.
someone else.
Yeah, but there'd be that moment of hesitation of like, which one? I don't know what a void dragon sounds like. Which one of you is the one that? And then he's dead.
Yeah,
That's
that's
pretty good.
exactly
That's
what a
pretty
void
good.
And then we do the
sounds
thing,
like.
I am
Okay,
Moro.
good
No,
job.
I'm Moro. No, I am Moro.
And we all stand up.
He kind of like looks down at the ground. and like is just like attempting to process like how brave like all of his friends are, and they're just not questioning anything at all
Just
in regards to this. And I don't even think he has the words.
Professor,
Yes.
I heard that there are these belts that make you real strong for giant belts from the sky.
Yeah.
Is there any chance that you might have any of those? Because then I might be able to be strong enough to like put the dragon in the ball. Because the ball's good, but I'm worried that we might need some strength on that.
We could do a bit better than giant strength. What about Titan strength?
That would be the coolest thing in the world.
Ah.
Second to the Tarrasque. That would be the second coolest thing in the world.
Tarrasque.
But then I could arm wrestle the
Tarrasque
Tarrasque.
strength.
Tarrasque strength. And then we don't even need the Tarrasque. We got you.
I'm the Tarrasque now.
Yes.
Yes.
Arr.
I'm the Tarrasque. No, I'm the. And then we all look like the Tarrasque
We're all Tarrasques. And then we
Tarrasque
all
Moro.
fight the void dragon.
with a little Moro riding on our back. That would be so confusing. Be totally confuse that void dragon. It would confuse me.
I think
believe
that
I'm
void dragon
already
would just run right
confused.
off because, yeah.
I mean, let's face it. Any being, if 5 Tarrasques with a little Moro on top of it showed up at the same time,
You run.
or you're going to stand there and go, oh, this is weird.
Yeah.
And you take advantage of
That's true too.
that moment of weakness, that moment of confusion,
Yes.
and you throw an Izola at it.
And that's all the wins.
Rawr.
Rar.
Alas.
Alas!
Alas.
Did you get all that, Professor?
I did.
See, I told you liches were cool.
Alas.
Yeah.
Wesley,
Yes.
did you choose something?
Oh, I had some ideas. There were.
You had the one idea. Did you have another?
Oh yes, I'd love to be able to shoot some of my potions with my crossbow.
Yeah. Like a potion bazooka.
Yes.
Wait, no, crossbow. That's not a crossbow.
No, but that's even better than a crossbow. I think. I don't know. We
I
were
don't
told
know
we were
what a
going to come here with.
bazooka is.
Well, we were told we were coming here to get firepower, and I was, for a very brief moment, excited to be a rabbit with a gun. But there's other things that could be.
See, this is the opposite. Zelfine with a gun makes a story 20 times longer.
But Tabaxi with a gun that shoots potions is even cooler than a rabbit with a gun.
That's so cool.
Well,
I think
Sylphine,
that's
if you
fucking
want
cool.
a gun, I can just make you a gun.
Would you?
Everyone has guns. Tarrasques with
And I
guns.
pull out my gun.
I've heard that the spell gun is so powerful. I've always wanted to learn that spell. I cast gun.
Oh my god. See, this is what happens when you put all of us together.
Yeah.
And you say you, and then you give us imagination full reign.
I'm sorry, but like an hour ago, and you're like, we got to get you some better firepower. And that's all I've pictured in my head the whole time is Zilphine with like a revolver.
I knew what I was doing.
I know you know.
Yeah, you did.
This is fucking gold, okay?
But I am totally here for a Wesley bazooka of potions.
Yes.
I love it. Well, so we have a
So I'm thinking of Wesley healing us with he shoots
Yeah.
us 10
Shooting
damage. But
splash healing potions? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need mass
Also-
cure wounds. I have mass gun.
That is 110% the goal. The goal is to load it with one thing and then see somebody being like, "Ah, shit, I need help," and then go, "Okay, potion of haste."
Right. I can't get over there in time. Wait, yeah, I fucking
wait.
can.
Bring that
Boom.
pantomiming. I have my dice gun.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Stop. You have a dice gun, Jess.
That's right.
They have a dice crossbow, which is even cooler.
Yeah. So you take it, you load. Hold on. Arm it. You load the dice at the top. And you shoot it. I'm sorry, cat.
I'm gonna need you to send me the link to this.
Okay.
I'm gonna need that as a gift.
I need it.
I need that as a gift with "I'm sorry, cat" on the bottom.
Yeah.
That
Yes,
will
you are
be,
chaos.
that will be up in 2 weeks.
That's a new shirt. That's a new
Wait,
shirt.
April, don't you have the dragon crossbow thing?
God.
Wait, does everybody have a crossbow?
I know, right? What the fuck?
Vampire shot.
I know. What's up with that? I want a crossbow.
My dragon,
literally
yes.
have a dragon, and I don't have a dragon crossbow. Okay.
No.
Anyway,
I don't even have a
I have
regular
no
crossbow.
self-control, okay?
do
It's a
you?
problem.
Okay.
Let me mark it.
Anyway.
Oh, sorry.
313. Okay. Just
I don't even know where to get a dragon crossbow that shoots dice.
That's like a lot, right?
Zilphine, you spoke of the ability to put spells like in your focus, like a spell book. But what
Yeah,
was
so I can
the-
learn spells that I wouldn't normally learn just by being awesome.
What was the second thing?
The Tarask, but if it's not the Tarask, then it's the ball, and if it's not the ball, then Wesley had a very good idea of making my focus be just generally more powerful, so that people have a harder time resisting when I want them to do things or stuff like that,
very well. Very well.
which
Increase
is
your spell save DC.
which is Lauren's way of saying make my spell attack and my DC higher. But that's boring, and so I went with Tarask.
And then Hugo, you talked about the armor and your helmet, but which I feel would be congruent together, whatnot. Outside of this orb of entrapment you spoke of,
Neat.
was there anything else?
No, that was pretty much it. The helmet to fit my head, and to be more powerful,
There it
and
is.
be golden.
Right. Okay. All right. Okay. Well. So. You will return in 2 weeks, and I will present you with your items.
See, I
But
told
I
you
have a
liches were cool.
I have a
Rat.
Attended.
some seasoning to add before we move on to that.
No, that's fine.
Because but yeah, if you want to continue.
Go ahead.
Oh.
If you have to add, because yeah.
I was a bit vague on my second.
Yes.
We talked a bit about my book. He looks at his robes.
I was writing down. Well, I actually wrote down your robes, but
Okay.
please
He's going to be a little bit more specific.
Good.
Considering what I believe we're going to go up against, I would like my father's robes. I have my father's sword. I have my father's book. Meta-wise, the risk is this. His father wore robes of the Archmagi, and he's gonna fucking go for it.
Let's go for it.
all right. So, when you come back,
And, well, I don't exactly present the items. I will present the materials that I provide. You will bring the parts that you are enchanting and whatnot. And then we're going to create these together. And there will be some risk involved depending on how powerful these items are. But if you are so brave to just face a void dragon without hesitation, then this is child's play. You'll be fine.
There was hesitation, if you asked me 3 days ago.
Yes. But that time is gone. And you're... Well, that is where we're going to end this episode.
What's an episode? Is that like a Taras?
Professor, I'm not sure. Is that a chapter?
I don't know who this
Oh, he's
professor
talking about
is,
like
you know.
adding to like your book, like adding to your book. Okay. Yeah.
So, thank you folks for joining us for another episode of Arkenholdt University. This is Chaos Kingdom, and I am the self-proclaimed Chaos Goblin.
Facilitator? No,
Leader.
Mayor.
I am so
And
here.
Mayor of Chaos Town.
Kingdom. Yes.
Yes. Oh, Chaos Kingdom. I like that better.
Bear, yeah, it's better than Slamtown, I guess.
I like it. I like it. I am going to make that shirt. Okay. Anyway,
You're welcome.
so, thank you. We're gonna do some outros, real quick and all that stuff, so we can, tell you what we're up to. And so we'll go ahead and work in reverse from the beginning. So, Lauren, go ahead and tell the folks at home where they can find you on the internet, what you're up to.
I'm Lauren Urban. I'm the content manager at Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You can find me on the Idle Champions Twitch channel a lot, which is CNE Games, twitch.tv/CNE Games. I do a lot of stuff over there. I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes over there, but more of the in front of the camera stuff that I do next week. On Tuesday, you can see me playing Neb, the druid, the Circle of the Stars druid on Children of Erte, where next week is gonna be a thing. I don't know what's happened. We've been split up into 5 different places, all 5 of us. I'm sure it's going to be fine. And then Wednesday is the series finale of Adventures Guide to the Multiverse over on the Dungeon Scrawlers channel, where Orkira is trying to save the multiverse with some friends. And it's the center of the multiverse. I mean, that's also going to be fine. It's all going to be fine. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Lauren. Jess.
Am I unmuted? Yes, I am. Oh, hi, guys, gals, on non-binary pals and buttholes in me. I'm Jess from Freckle Sketches Everywhere. You can find me, usually on tweeters, usually on Twitch. I'm in a lot of things, working on a lot of stuff right now, so I've been a little quiet lately. We're not going to talk about it right now because we're just not gonna. I overworked myself and I'm adding another campaign to my roster. It's no big deal. It's fine.
Ma'am!
So we're
I'm
here.
a hypocrite. I can't say shit to you.
I was about to say we're kindred
can't say
spirits,
shit to
man.
Yeah, we're all in those glass houses. It's fine.
I'm throwing them stones.
Yeah.
I cast animated objects.
I stream on my Twitch. I do video games. I'm a resident fantasy cartographer. Best way to find me is at my link tree. Let's see. I don't remember what the command is for that.
Oh, that was that's on my channel. Yeah.
That's on your channel.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah,
That's where I am most often anyway. So it's fine.
I can do it. I can
You
set
can
it
do
up.
it. That's up to you,
Yeah.
Jacob. That's your channel. So
It's you got to write this, man.
but yeah, I'll drop a link to my link tree. So you can follow me for that. I'm the official cartographer for Ampistrano, Duval and Dragons, and Itharian Legends. Thank you all so much for being here. I've been your local brain cell here trying to maybe
Thank God.
maybe not as effortlessly convince my friends not to do a Jurassic. I really didn't try anything. It's fine. I was just gonna let them figure that one out. So I was just gonna watch it implode.
Hey, you know, do what you do. Thank you, Jess. Jake.
Oh man, hi everybody. My name is Jacob Blake, Duval King Jacob, wherever one can be found on the internets. You caught me unawares, even though I know exactly how this goes because I was trying to create a command on the fly for no particular reason. Anyway, so of course been a little less streamy lately with new job and traveling. So appreciate everybody's patience and glad that we are back doing the thing, telling some stories out here. This Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern time over on twitch.tv/D Jordan Lee, continuing my little hangout on Ampistrano. It's been super duper fun. So you gotta come over and check out the emotional damage over there. Then I get to absolutely obliterate Jess and Maddie on Sunday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time over on twitch.tv/So Many Games for episode 54. What the fuck of Duval and Dragons? Damn, numbers are weird like that. And then we come back around on Wednesday with April Rigon, Mistress Valsetta over on the That's How We Roll _ channel. That's at 9 p.m. Eastern time over there. And then the season 2 premiere, this not today, obviously, but next Thursday, the 25th of May, season 2 of Outcast and Class R Pathfinder 2 EAP Strength of a Thousand campaign. Gonna be good shit. More emotional damage over there, and then Dragonlance Dragons Rebirth the following Sunday. Because again, like Jess said, just doing stuff. No big deal. Whatever. Love your butt. Thanks for the raids. Mini Terrain Domain. And who else rated? I know who rated. So Many Games. That's so weird.
But also just now, formerly known as Emily, rated as well.
Emily just rated? What the hell? Oh my God. What's up, Emily? What's up, MM? Hell yeah. Just a great night. Hell yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Jake. Jorge.
It's me, RoboGoblin. And unlike all these a-holes, my only thing is Ampistrano on Saturday. And I actually am gonna be in a one shot with Emerald Templars on D'Angelo Murillo's channel.
Fucking liar.
It's a one shot. So yeah.
Well, welcome to joining us, assholes. Yeah.
Hey.
But yeah, that me.
Assholes love company.
Yeah, we do. What?
Thank you, Jorge. April.
Hi, friends. I am April. You can find me all over the internet as April Raygun, and I'll keep it going. These assholes already listed everything I'm doing, so I'm done.
Wow. Fair. And I'm Maddie, aka So Many Games. I do a lot on my channel, and I do some right here. I'm also a graphic artist and all that stuff, and I'll drop a link tree and stuff. But we will be back here in 2 weeks for our 9th episode. We've only got 12 of these, and so we're gonna make them count. So join us here in 2 weeks for that, and So Jake, who are we gonna raid, man?
First things first. Hey Jess, try your command again.
Word.
And secondly, there's some editing I need to do, but it's fine. We there it is. Look at that. We are going to go. Let's see. Yeah, I know exactly what we're gonna run. We're gonna ride. We're gonna ride a Tarrasque.
We're
gonna ride a Tarrasque over to one Buzz Lightyear, who I get to get lunch with here in Philadelphia tomorrow. So he's playing a little of that duty, that duty. It's just call it duty, guys.
Yeah, let's not make it weird, man.
It's already like super weird.
Anyway, but before we go, we have just a few things to remind folks. And that is, folks, remember, Black Lives Matter, trans rights are human rights, stop AAPI hate, stand up to Jewish hate, don't tell people with uteruses what to do with them. It's not yours. Leave them alone, all right? Mental health is health. Climate change is real. Free the fucks. And when given the opportunity, when given the chance, choose love. Or at the very least, choose kindness. All right?
Facts on facts.
We love you. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining us.
Really quick
Buttholes!
butthole shout out, and also shout out to my own hometown, Jacksonville, Florida, for electing the very first female mayor in the history of the fucking city on Tuesday. Fuck yeah, go Donna Deegan. We out here.
Good
Let's
things
fucking
happening
go.
in Florida. It's nice to hear.
With everything else fucking going on. Fuckity fuck. Anyway, good night. See you later.
All right.